Hi everyone, I'm Radhika. Welcome back to DataZard. Today we are going to be solving Workout Wednesday 2022 Week 13 challenge, and we are going to be creating a bullet chart using Deneb. So without further ado, let's get started. As always, I'm going to start by getting data into Power BI. It's an Excel file, so I'll click on import data from Excel and choose my file and click on OK. We need the Sheets 1 data, so I'll click on Sheets 1 and click on Transform Data. In the Power Query editor, I'm just going to rename the sheet. So I'll just call this data and then I'll click on close and apply. Now we need to create a few measures. So I'm going to create a table using enter data and call this key measures in which I will be storing all the measures. I'll right click on key measures and click on new measure. And the first measure that I'm going to create will be goal met, and that will be equal to, we can use switch function here. In data, there is a column called as high is good, which will determine if the actual is greater than goal, that is good, or if actual is less than goal, that is good. Because if high is good, then we need actual to be greater than goal. And if high is not good, then we need actual to be lower than goal. So we need to make those combinations. So I'm going to use true and then make these combinations. So I will say if the first not blank not blank value of high is good measure is equal to true, and if the minimum of actual is greater than minimum of goal, then we say it is met. And similarly we need the other combinations as well, so I'll just copy it here. If this is true and actual is less than goal, then we say it is not met. Then the next condition would be if this is false and actual minimum is greater than actual, then again it is not met. And lastly, if this is false and it is opposite, actual is less than goal, then we say it is met. And now I'm going to close the brackets. So the first not blank function would need another argument, and we can just put it as 1 because it just needs to be an expression. So I'll add just 1 here, and this looks good. I'm going to copy this, and we need to create another measure which will show the color for all of these combinations. So for color, I'm just copying this and I will just rename this as color. And this one would be blue. We can change the colors later on. This one would be red. This one is again red. And this one's blue. And lastly, another measure, which is the background measure, which will create the background color. So I'll just call this background color, which will be equal to whatever is the maximum value of goal, that multiplied by 1.2. Goal, which is data goal, into 1.2. Now we can get the visual. So we'll go to get more visuals and get the Deneb visual. And add Deneb. Now I will click on Deneb to get the visual in the dashboard. And I'll start getting the columns. So first we need actual, then goal, metric, previous actual, background color, goal met color, and goal met. This is all the data that we will need. And now I will click on these 3 dots and click on edit. And now I will choose Vega Lite here and click on create. I go back to challenge. We are already given some example code for a bullet chart from this link, and I have tweaked this JSON so that it accommodates our data. So I have just copy pasted it over here, and now we don't need this, so I'll just remove this. So the schema is this: for data I've used name data set, that's what we do. Then in facet, the field would be metric, that's why we have included metric over here. And we need to change these to do not summarize because we don't want these values to be summarized. So let's just do that quickly. And then the type will be ordinal for here. And because it is ordinal, so order matters, that's why I'm going to click on metric and choose sort by column as metric order. Then next, the label angle is 0, font size is 20, spacing would be 10. And then in type of X would be quantitative. So on X axis, we have quantitative data, and on Y axis, we have nominal data. And then in layers, we are defining the layers such that the layer which should be visible at the very bottom is shown first, like we have written it first, and then the layer on top of it, and then the layer on top of that. Let's just change this color quickly. I'll choose this gray color. And then the first layer that I have defined is the background color measure that we have created so that we have the proper gray background. And then the layer below that would be for the previous actual. The layer below that is for actuals, and the bottom layer is for the goal, which is a tick mark. It's not a bar chart. And now when I run this, we can see that the visual gets created. And now we can change these colors as well. So I'll go to the color measure. So goal met color, and I will change this blue to the hex code for a blue color. And then we can just go back to report. And we have created our bullet chart. Now I will create another table using enter data and call this symbols. And in here I will write name, symbol, and color. Now for name, first is results meeting goal. Then is results not meeting goal, and previous month results, and then lastly goal. Color for results met is this blue color. Color for this is red. This one is a gray color, and we can choose this gray color. And for goal, we have black. For symbols, I'm just going to copy black box symbol over here for these, and a pipe symbol for goal, and I'll click on load. Now we can get in the name, then the symbol. Let's just do it the other way around. And then I can apply conditional formatting. So I'll go to the formatting pane, and in cell elements, I will select symbol, and then the font color should be equal to according to a field, and that field is the color, and click on OK. And similarly, for name also, font color should be according to a field, and that should be color. Click on OK. We need to change the color for this field. So let's go to transform data, and I'll go to symbols, click on this source, and change this color to a different hex code, which is 5A, 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 which is a darker gray color. And then I'll click on close and apply. And now these get visible. We don't need the totals, so I will switch off the total values, and we can change the column headers to be white so that they are not visible. Grid values, we don't want any horizontal grid lines. And for border also, let's choose a white color so that the top border is gone. And then for values, we can choose the background color to be white. And then we have set up a legend. Lastly, we can add a text box at the top, and I can just format this. So let's just increase the size to 14. And then we can get a text box at the top which says Project X status summary. I will format this as 40, give it a background color of the gray color, and change the font to a white color. And then I can get another measure. So in key measures table, which is the last updated date, that will be equal to max of the reporting date, and we can bring that in a card visual. So, and we don't want the time, so we can just change this to date. So this is how the final visual will look like. I have just rearranged the different pieces. I hope you have learned something new from this one. If you have liked the content, then please do subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next